You're listening to the AstroMommy Daily Horoscope, a forecast that hopes to shine a light in the dark, helping us all see where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. Whether you're a first-time listener or a long-time subscriber, thanks for being here. I truly appreciate you being in the AstroMommy community. I hope you enjoyed today's horoscope and card reading. If you would like to support the AstroMommy newsletter, there are several ways to do so. Subscribe on Substack, share it with a friend, schedule a reading, check out my family's Etsy shop, Metaphysical Flamingo, or just leave a tip. Without further ado, here is the Daily Horoscope. Moon in Leo opposes Saturn and Venus trine Mars. Daily Horoscope for Monday and Tuesday, January 9th through the 10th, 2023. Good morning, friends. So I have decided to continue with my holiday schedule of posting 4 times a week instead of going back to 6 times for a little bit longer. I am evaluating what fits in with my life right now, so I appreciate your patience and understanding. Okay, let's get into the astrology. Monday, January 9th, 2023. Early Monday morning at 4 a.m. Eastern Time, the moon in Leo made a square to Uranus and Taurus. With this energy, we could literally be woken up by an epiphany moment we had while sleeping, something that jolted us awake and we had to take action on it right away and write it down. Venus in Aquarius today will perfect a trine to Mars in Gemini retrograde at 8 degrees 11 minutes at 10:21 a.m. Eastern Time. This is the last trine of their synodic cycle with each other. They met at 15 degrees of Capricorn on Valentine's Day last year and traveled closely together for almost a month until they reached 4 degrees of Aquarius, and Venus's speed picked up and they separated. What's interesting about this is that they just had their opposition last November on the 30th, and now they are trine, and they will go through a few more aspects with each other during 2023 and get very close to conjoining again in Leo, but then Venus will go retrograde, so they won't come together from a geocentric perspective until late February 2024, and that will be in Aquarius. So today this trine is a positive moment about patching things up in our relationships. There are environmental changes that are happening that have been affecting our relationships, and this is an opportunity to look at the changes that have been made that are positive. Look at where you were last year and where you are now. We have to intellectually understand how the feminine, receptive, and more introverted energy of Venus and the masculine, assertive, and more extroverted energy of Mars can work together. Things are not operating in a regular, smooth way, so we have to find a new way with new confidence, etc. Could be really good for romantic relationships and partnerships in general. It could also feel like a turning point in a relationship where it feels easy to make a change and let go of something that you were previously holding on tight to. So be open to the outcome and the next step on your journey. At 12:24 p.m. Eastern Time, the moon in Leo quincunxes the sun at 19 degrees of Capricorn. This feels to me like people may not want to do their to-do lists on Monday. There could be a little bit of the feeling of saying, screw it, I'm going to do it tomorrow, going on. It could be like you want to keep having your date with your partner instead of cleaning the house, or like when you try to take a 20-minute power nap because you know you have to get a lot more done in the day, but sleep feels so good and you want to stay asleep for as long as possible. Getting yourself up and going again could be a challenge with this energy. Then at about 8:52 p.m. Eastern Time, the moon in Leo opposes Saturn in Aquarius, and this is where people may feel guilty about procrastinating earlier in the day, as this opposition creates a real dilemma or a polarization that is uncomfortable and leaves a bit of a bitter taste of regret in our mouths. So maybe don't say to hell with it and do the Leo moon thing of just socializing and kicking back earlier in the day, and instead get your stuff done so that when Father Saturn comes calling later, you have a completed list to report instead of an incomplete one. Let's move on to the card for the day. What is the guidance for Monday? 38, Earth Element, Stability. The Earth Element is about being secure, putting down roots and creating that stability within ourselves like a rooted tree. As the guidance for today, I feel that it represents staying the course even if you feel like blowing everything off. Do the things that will continue to support what you are building instead of procrastinating and dilly-dallying and setting yourself up with a shallow foundation. Ground your energy today. Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. On Tuesday, the moon starts out in Leo and then makes her ingress into Virgo at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Time. So this is a transition day where we go from the fun, creative, and childlike Leo energy to the more serious, perfectionistic, and hardworking Virgo energy. Early in the morning, the moon in Leo forms a quincunx to Pluto in Capricorn, representing maybe another dream, but this time something that wakes you up because of how disturbing or creepy it is. Not like yesterday when you may have been woken by an inspirational thought or idea. This time you wake up and just want to shake it off and do something else to make yourself forget the dream. Once the moon is in Virgo, the energy will shift from the gregarious Leo energy to the down-to-business Virgo energy, and what you put off yesterday, you may be inspired to tackle today. So if you didn't clean, then today you will. Yesterday, Mars and Venus made their trine, so this positive, harmonious energy could still be in the air, but Mars is really slowing down since he is about to station direct on January 12th. He is basically stopped and not moving at all, only about 1 minute per day in retrograde motion. He only has 2 more minutes of arc to go until he reaches 8 degrees 7 minutes of Gemini, where he will stop and station direct. Mercury is now at 12 degrees of Capricorn retrograde and is in a partile square to Chiron at 12 degrees Aries 5 minutes. Their square will perfect technically on Wednesday, so we could be feeling like we need to fix and repair things, and this could even be a wounded ego type thing. Maybe you received some harsh criticism that you have to figure out how to integrate and pick yourself up from, or maybe there are things in your environment that need some extra tending to. I know that I am definitely feeling that in my environment. I have been deep cleaning spaces in my home, and I have plans to do more deep cleaning and eventually repaint the bedrooms. I really want to give my house a minor facelift in certain areas. Since the square is of the nature of Mars, and Mars represents action and drive, this transit could really give us the necessary energy to do those repairs or tackle the work of healing our wounded ego. Let's move on to the card for the day. What is the guidance for Wednesday? 16. Cancer. I feel. Cancer is all about feelings, inner wisdom, mothering ourselves and others, and initiating projects that make us feel more comfortable. So as the guidance for today, I feel that this card is reminding us to trust our feelings and intuitive hits about things. Do things that make you feel comfortable and secure in your surroundings and your environment. Let go of being perfect and know that getting started is often the hardest part. So allow yourself to start projects, maybe without having the whole thing planned out perfectly, but with the intention that it will all work out in the end. Allow yourself to feel what you are feeling and trust your inner wisdom to guide you on your path. I would love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment. I hope this is helpful. Until Wednesday, AstroMommy.
Thank you for reading or listening to the Daily Horoscope. Quick links and resources can be found at the bottom of the newsletter. Today's cards were pulled from the Black Moon Astrology cards, available on Amazon. If you purchase anything through the affiliate links that I provide in the newsletters, I will make a small commission, but there are no additional costs to you. I don't share or recommend things that I don't 100% believe in and use myself. Thanks for listening.